Hello. How's it going? Day off, nice. Frickin' ugh. Nothing like to get yourself in a good mood than going on dating apps and just having your soul sucked away. Ugh. Mm. What is today? Thursday? Cool. I guess. PlayStation's doing a direct next week. I'll probably stream that. And be like, whoa, look it, they showed nothing. Actually, Ghost of Tsushima PC version. And the Forever Meme Bloodborne remaster or PC version. The Forever Meme Bloodborne sequel or remaster is like the new Half-Life 3. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 got announced. Mortal Kombat 1. How did Mortal Kombat, like, reset, like, a million times now? Resets the timeline, resets the timeline, resets the timeline. But I mean, it is good to do that because like that makes me interested. Like the 11s and 12, 10s, 11, I don't know what they got to like those, and then I don't know, lost interest. But I like 9 because it reset the timeline too, didn't it? I really did really like 9. Zelda's so weird and like I don't feel like I do much in the game. Like I feel like I barely do anything in the game. Like just piss around for a little bit and then it's like the day's over and I'm like, but I didn't do anything though. Like how did that much time pass? I haven't even done anything in the frickin' game, man. Oh, you're starting with PC, huh? Good. Good. Well, as the title says, I don't know. I don't know what the frick I'm doing. I got nothing. I need money though, so give me money. That's why I went live. Please donate. Oh, God. Oh. I legitimately don't know what to even stream right now. Like, doesn't feel like anything's doing it for the stream. Nothing does it. I don't know why the fuck that matters. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. I get 3 viewers. Whoopty shit. Oh no. If I play this game, then I'll get maybe 2 viewers. Like, who gives a fuck? I always think of that. If I like won a bunch of money, I would pay my parents' house off. It's definitely something I'd do first. Because it depends on the amount, but I don't want them to work anymore, right? Like, you shouldn't have to work when you shouldn't have to work when you're like 50. Seriously, like, fuck the stupid norm of like retirement age. Like, shut the hell up. People shouldn't have to work after 50. I can't even do the lottery here. I have no way of winning money. You can't do any of that shit in Utah. Gambling is illegal in Utah. It always has been. There's never been a lottery or anything like that here. You can drive out of state and buy a lottery ticket or a lottery thing, but not in Utah. Oh god. There are a lot of states that don't allow gambling. I don't know how many. Ha! Gambling is legal in 48 states. So I live in one of 2 states that made it illegal in the entire US. Holy shit. Fuck Mormons. I didn't know that. I thought there were plenty of states that made gambling illegal. Freaking Utah and Hawaii are the only states in the entire damn country where gambling is illegal. I did not know that. I thought it was way more than that. That's crazy. I guess it's just because I've lived here my whole life. It's just like gambling is like a special thing only a few states did. But no, literally the whole damn world does it. But freaking dumbass Mormons. They don't want them gambling because they want all the Mormons to give them their freaking tithing. Pay your tithing and you'll go to heaven. You'll go to the special heaven if you give the church money every paycheck. You get the super deluxe heaven. With a mint on your pillow. Make sure to give us the percentage of your check every paycheck. And then they don't have to freaking pay taxes on it either. Freaking churches are never mind. Just stop. Super heaven. the belief is if you pay tithing, then you will always have money. Like, it doesn't mean, like, paying tithing, like, Mormons don't pay tithing expecting to be rich, but the Lord will provide if you pay tithing. That's the freaking, that's it. It's like, I would pay tithing if literally a fucking hand came from the sky, the size of a fucking skyscraper, and said, hey, I'm God, give me money, and I'll guarantee I will provide for you. And I'd give that money. I'd give that big-ass hand some money. Not Joe Schmo, freaking balding and probably has a few sexual assault charges against them. I'm not giving them my money. This game, there's this game called Fear and Hunger. Well, first of all, there's a YouTuber I really love, Super Eyepatch Wolf. He recently did a video on Fear and Hunger. It is like one of the most, I don't know the right wording for it. It's one of the most dreadful, horrific, awful looking games I've ever seen. And so I bought it because that just the video he did on it was like so freaking convincing. And it's like, I can't even stream it though because it's like full of rape and nudity and all sorts of shit. That's not why I bought it, obviously. And I bought it because it's just so intriguing. It's so just dark, and I'm not color wise, just like pure, just horrifically dark. Like Berserk. Like, there's literally a limb system. You can have all your limbs cut off and then, like, crawl around as a torso. You know what? Let's watch the video on it. I want to watch the video again. I don't know what the hell else I'm going to do. So let's watch the damn video. It's freaking something. All the other big streamers do nothing but watch YouTube videos, right? Why can't I? Did I stop my music? Yes.
May go for you.
I should use my headphones so there isn't an echo. I don't know if I'll watch all of it because it's like 50 minutes, but we'll get the idea. Cables! Cable 93. That used to be a radio station. No, cable? Was it? Yeah, it was like K, then B-U-L-L. Like a bowl. Cable 93. I think that's what it was. Man, that's a childhood memory of just a freaking... Those old radio jingles really could stick with you. Cable 93. And then music would play. Oh shit, a match on a dating app sent me a message. This will go somewhere, chap. This is like my future wife, dude. I'm gonna marry her. I'll meet her, and it's gonna be insane. Or I'll say one word, and they'll reply, and then that'll be the end of it. Okay.
Here is how an early run of
I didn't even plug my headphones in.
Here is how an early run of Fear and Hunger may go for you. You begin in the game's opening courtyard, and with the sound of barking ringing ominously in the distance, you enter the Dungeon of Fear and Hunger. After a few moments of eerie, silent exploration, you encounter and are pursued by a massive ogre who traps you in battle before immediately cutting off your left arm. You are asked to predict a coin toss, which you fail, resulting in your character being beaten into unconsciousness. But this is not game over. No. You awaken to the smell of rotting flesh, now missing every limb except your right arm, which you use to drag your destroyed body along with, emerging in a corridor of decaying corpses. You scramble in the darkness for something, anything, and unfortunately for you, you find it. You have a bad feeling about this. You encounter a grotesque floating head. He laughs at you, he mocks you, he begins chanting, and suddenly, he is no longer what concerns you, because out of the darkness behind him, something is approaching. Some gigantic being is drawing closer and closer every turn. You attack, it does nothing. You beg, it does nothing. Finally, the creature looms over you. You are crushed with great pressure. The first time this happened to me, I thought, wow, f*** this broken game. I hate this. I would rather play literally anything else. I then watched as Fear and Hunger destroyed my entire life. When I am playing newer releases, I think about this game. When I'm trying to select dinner at the supermarket, I think about this game. When my wife tries to tell me that the amount I think about this game is affecting our marriage, I think about this game.
What are you
I hate this
censoring?
game, and I love it. Fear and Hunger is this bizarre mishmash of different genres blended with some geniusly counterintuitive game design. But that only becomes obvious if you can push through the game's grueling opening hours, something a lot of people have not done. Fear and Hunger, releasing in 2018, where outside a small, rabid fan base localized mainly in Russia and Eastern Europe, the game went largely unnoticed for nearly half a decade, until last October when I and other content creators began to notice it. But with barely 1,000 reviews on Steam, this still feels like a game languishing in obscurity. Fear and Hunger doesn't even have its own Wikipedia page. Even Book Bumble has its own Wikipedia page.
Oh man, have you heard the theme song of that game? Of course it has a theme, or a freaking Wikipedia. Listen to this freaking music. It's time now to, what is it?
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity bop bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity bop bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the.
You start a game up and that plays? Of course you're gonna get a wiki page.
This video is clear. We must destroy the Book Bumble Wikipedia page! My goal here today is to show you what this game is, and to do that properly, I'm going to have to pull back some of its mysteries. But I promise it's worth it. No matter what Fear and Hunger may resemble, there is nothing like this. A game so obtuse and jagged and captivating. But above all, it's cruel. And so to start, I'd like to explain exactly what I mean by that.
Apparently there's a censorship
Difficulty
mod.
in modern game design has been broken down
So you
into
could
two
stream this
major
game.
categories. Games that are challenging and games that are punishing. Games that are considered challenging are ones that require a high degree of skill in areas like decision making, pattern recognition, timing, strategy, etc. Think games like Ikaruga, Celeste, Devil May Cry, or competitive fighting games. Any game where the act of surviving or succeeding is considered hard. Punishing games, on the other hand, don't generate their difficulty by being difficult, but through the penalty that's inflicted on the player when they do fail.
Yeah, that game was
so take a game like
difficult,
Hades.
punishing.
If Hades let you indefinitely retry from where you died,
God, I need
I'd
to
argue
beat
most
Hades.
people would beat it in an hour or two. And
I got to Hades
think about
once,
it again.
and then I,
But
like,
by
never played it
punishing
again.
Death through forcing the player to start from the beginning, this is how the game generates its difficulty, as well as letting it build its story and gameplay around that idea. Challenge is about your ability to overcome an obstacle, punishment is the penalty for when you fail. And a game can be hard by being either one of these things, but I would argue only becomes cruel by being both. And Fear and Hunger is the cruelest game I have ever played. The reason this is important is not difficulty for difficulty's sake, but the nightmarish and captivating experience Fear and Hunger shapes through that cruelty. A cruelty you can feel as soon as the game begins. Hey, I just want to say that because I have validation issues and seek approval through unreasonable means, I play the game on the harder terror and starvation difficulty. And if you want the experience I'm about to spend the rest of this video describing, I advise you do the same.
Yeah, right. I've tried one run with the normal difficulty and died like
You start the game by
10
picking
minutes,
one of
10,
four
like 5 minutes.
characters, Your
in.
only guidance being that there is a infamous knight named Lagarde who disappeared into the dungeon of Fear and Hunger. Your goal being to locate Lagarde and escape the dungeon. Something you can actually do in under an hour. In theory. From here, the game drops you into its opening courtyard. No tutorial, no direction, just you and the dungeon's gaping abyss. What could possibly go wrong? You are immediately mauled to death by a pack of ravenous dogs. Hear that knocking sound? That is the sound that will greet you every time you die and are booted back to the game's opening menu. It is the sound of a failed run, of lost progress, and of having to start again. You will hear it a lot. Unless you're playing as anyone except Knight, who is objectively the best character in the game, the dogs are a nightmare that will shred your health in a couple of attacks and inflict multiple status effects, even initiating their own coin flip
Those
attack,
dogs look
which,
like
if you
Final
lose,
Fantasy VI sprites.
Yep. Soon, you will learn that fighting the dogs is not a reliable option. So what if instead you just escape into the castle, and you know, if you time it just right, there's this corner that the dog's AI will catch on, and hey, you've done it. You've found a reliable way to survive the dogs that you can now use in every playthrough moving forward. Oh god, no! What? Where's the... But how am I supposed to... No, piece of shit! Yeah, see, while the structure of Fear and Hunger's larger map stays the same, the subsections of that map switch between different handcrafted layouts, meaning even the shit you can rely on, you cannot rely on.
Oh,
dogs
the
feel
level
so
design's
random
randomized
and
too.
unfair and cruel, and I really couldn't blame someone for walking away at this point. But remember when I said there was no tutorial in Fear and Hunger? There actually is. And it's already started. You just don't know it yet. See, while the main entrance will nearly always result in a conflict with the dogs, there's actually this sneaky little side passage, and while it's nowhere near as inviting as the main gate, it leads down into a set of dark stairs that the dogs will not follow.
Thanks for 25 cents, Huevo.
This is your reliable path forward. That is a much bigger deal than it sounds, but for now, I want to concentrate on where this stairway leads. Down into a cramped basement crawling with eerie tentacled monsters. There's also this big door with a crow on it. I don't know what this is. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the octopi, whom the basement's tight corridors will force you into conflict with. However, these creatures are nowhere near as dangerous as the dogs, and because of that, this is where we can start to learn about Fear and Hunger's combat. the central mechanic of which is its limb dismemberment system. Rather than choosing to attack a single enemy in Fear and Hunger, you instead attack their specific limbs. This octopus enemy being broken into its left, right, and central tentacles, as well as its head. But the thing is, an enemy doesn't just get one turn. Each of these limbs has its own attacks, which it will use on its own individual turn. Meaning, you're not fighting one enemy, but several. This applies to every enemy in the game. Your options being to attack each of the octopus's limbs one by one, or go straight for the head and knock that fucker out. This is the correct option, unless you're playing as the Dark Priest, whose weak little arms can't even land a proper kill shot. Upon defeating your first tentacled monster, you will gain something that will change your entire perspective of Fear and Hunger. Nothing! No items, no experience, no level up. Unlike practically every other game with RPG elements, you cannot.
What is this
grind
game
past
that it's
every
showing?
other game with RPG
Oh, that's Xenoblade. Or not Xenogears, right?
element.
Yeah, that's Xenogears.
You cannot grind past a problem. You could kill
God,
every
Xenogears
octopus
had
in the
damn good
basement, and the
sprites.
dogs will be exactly as dangerous. And worse, the very next enemy you encounter will body you even harder than the dogs. It's frustrating. It's easy to feel like you're not making any progress, that this game doesn't make sense. But the thing is, you are, and it does. While you may not have gained any stat increases or material advantage, think about what you've actually learned. 1. There are enemies that you will not be able to overcome. 2. The most obvious path isn't always the way forward. 3. Headshots are the only reliable way to take down enemies. And 4, there is no inherent advantage in winning most battles. It might not sound like a lot, but these 4 lessons are how the game tutorializes you. They are the building blocks that will prepare you for the entire rest of the game. And now that you have them, you're ready to take on the game's first real challenge: the ogre problem. The guard, or ogre as I like to call them, because calling them guards feels like referring to Godzilla as a scaly little fella, are the most common enemy in Fear and Hunger, and your ability to meaningfully progress in this game is going to depend on whether or not you can overcome them.
I don't know why the sensor between the legs, it's literally like a tail. It's called Stinger. But I guess YouTube thinks it's a penis.
Sound easier than it is. See, like the octopi, one good non-Dark Priest blow to the head will result in a kill shot. But unlike the octopi, you have a very low chance of actually hitting an ogre's head. A chance you can increase by taking out both its legs and causing it to fall over, but it takes 3 whole turns to do this, during which time the ogre will be free to use his cleaver to cut off your arms, which means no weapons or shields for you for the rest of the game. And if that sounds like a major disadvantage, it is. But don't worry, it's nothing a little child sacrifice can't fix. The ogre's right arm can initiate a coin flip attack, which if you lose, well, we've seen where that leads.
So you can gain your limbs back?
This is the ogre problem.
I see.
We've seen where that leads.
Oh.
This is the ogre problem. How do you prioritize which parts of him to attack without losing the majority of your health or limbs in the process? It's questions like that that the challenge of Fear and Hunger's combat comes from. And if you think that sounds difficult, oh buddy, oh my sweet little friend. So, how do you deal with ogres? Well, I like to do it like this. Let me tell you a little story. Throughout Fear and Hunger, there's these bear traps placed around the dungeon, and stepping into one means losing both legs, which effectively ends your run unless you're willing to crawl through the game on bloody stumps, slowly starving to
Look at all the censoring they
Which
had.
I wouldn't
No,
recommend.
I'm sure all this shit isn't that bad, but YouTube is so freaking over protective now. Like, he probably just had to do
Starting
all this
YouTube channel to
censorship
experience
just to be able to get the monetization for this
fucked
video.
so many of my early runs in Fear and Hunger. So I genuinely cannot undersell the dopamine explosion I experienced when I was caught by a guard, and knowing that fighting him would likely lead to the end of my run, I scrambled through my inventory, found a bear trap, and thought, fuck it, let's see if this works. And then it did. The guard, now starting the battle with 2 damaged legs, meaning his head was vulnerable from the first turn. For this single moment, I felt like the smartest man on the planet. And it was amazing not only because the game's difficulty had forced me to think creatively under pressure, but because it led to a broader realization about Fear and Hunger. This game is not an RPG. It's an immersive sim. If you're unfamiliar, an immersive sim is a game where rather than asking you to engage with its world through one central system, think shooting in Doom, fighting in Street Fighter, or platforming in Mario, immersive sims present you with a variety of systems or options in how to approach a problem. And what I mean when I say Fear and Hunger is an immersive sim is that if you try to play this game like an RPG, you will get your face punched out through your ass. But when you start to look at it like an immersive sim, this is where the entire game breaks open. Take, for example, the ogre problem. The bear trap is just one solution, but say you don't have a bear trap. Another option might be to fling a red vial in its face, blinding it, making it way less likely to land those devastating attacks. We then have the 2 options we already mentioned, systematically cutting off the ogre's limbs, which can work if you have decent enough armor to soak up the ogre's lesser attacks, or just proving what a mad bastard you are to everyone and going straight for the head, which is risky, but if you have the accuracy raising eyeglasses equipped, it actually becomes a viable tactic. Or maybe you don't do any of these things. Maybe you find an assassin's handbook, learn how to make guard skins, meaning that you can disguise yourself from the ogres, letting you just slip by, trivializing an entire part of the game we've just spent 3 paragraphs talking about. And it's that last approach particularly that raises a really interesting question in Fear and Hunger. Is the real challenge of this game its battles, or are battles just one small part of something much greater? Because of how we're conditioned to interact with RPGs, it's easy to go into Fear and Hunger assuming that battles are the most important part of it. But as you have the kind of experiences we just talked about, you'll start to understand that way more important than battles is your knowledge and creativity in how to navigate this world. And for me, that revelation started with the bear trap, but it could have just as easily been when I realized that if you have a stick in your inventory when fighting those f***ing dogs, you can actually throw it for them and these lovable little puppers will get distracted, so you can just stab them to death. But the kicker is that you could have also used that stick to craft an ultra valuable torch item, which many areas are completely unnavigable. That is a word, I looked it up, without. So, do you really want to spend a stick on this one encounter? Or do you want to save it for later in the game as the encroaching darkness begins driving your party insane? Do you really want to burn that red vial in the eyes of an ogre? Or should you have avoided that fight altogether, saving the vial to burn through a locked door? These are the dilemmas that Fear and Hunger will constantly hit you with.
That's just straight up, like, everything he said is just the very definition of immersive sim.
Leaving your game, as to do so.
Speaking of immersive sim, System Shock comes out in 2 weeks. And it comes with an enhanced version of System Shock 2.
You'll need to correctly guess a coin flip. A failure resulting in, well, some bad things. However, by holding shift, which the game does not tell you, you can actually spend a lucky coin to flip 2 coins instead of 1. But do you want to waste that coin on a game save or hold on to it to use in a treasure chest for better loot, or to up your chances of surviving one of those agonizing instant kill attacks? The more you learn how valuable items actually are, moments like raiding the barrels in the opening courtyard become fucking enthralling as you calibrate and recalibrate your route through the dungeon with each new item. And the more you learn about these systems, the wider and more far-reaching those revelations become. For example, one of the game's major choke points are the mines, filled with dangerous boss monsters and particularly the ghosts which lie at the very end, which normal weaponry will not work on. And for me, learning to navigate the mines and the fact that the ghosts are vulnerable to cursed weapons felt huge. But then, 40 hours later, learning that there was actually a secret passage within a secret passage within a secret passage that just bypasses the mines completely, it is the closest I've ever felt to one of those Galaxy Brain expansion memes. And moments like this are what led to my realization that the real currency of Fear and Hunger is not stats or items or money, but knowledge, your understanding of what this world is and how to move through it. This renders an earlier statement of this video that of a foolish child.
If you're playing as anyone except Knight, who is objectively the best class in the game,
Knight is good. The combination of her
There's only one
relatively
mouse.
highest starting defense as well
They
as
can't really come back
respectable
from death
ability,
after
fast attack,
they
which
die,
once activated
but
lets
so,
her make 2 actions per turn, means she can both soak up the damaging mistakes beginner players will make, as well as giving those players an extra turn to experiment and learn, which makes her a really solid starting option and objectively the best character in the game in combat. However, think of everything we've just talked about and how every advantage of Knight is linked exclusively to battles. In terms of navigating Fear and Hunger's world and interacting with it as an immersive sim, Knight has no advantages at all. Now, compare that to Mercenary, a character who, stats-wise, is far weaker than Knight. However, not only can his lock-picking ability allow him to bypass any lock in the game, saving those red vials for flinging in the eyes of people who disagree with you about anime, but he can also be spec'd with the ability Escape Plan, giving him a much higher likelihood of successfully escaping battles, as well as the ability Dash, which lets him move at double speed. In any other RPG, the combination of these 2 abilities would be a convenience, but in Fear and Hunger, they are game-changing, as you will now be able to outrun most enemies and escape easily even in the off chance they catch you, trivializing both the opening dogs as well as the 30-minute time limit you have if you want to reach Lagarde alive. Meaning, if you know what you're doing, you can hit credits on this game without engaging in a single battle. So then, Knight is the best character, asterisk, in combat, second asterisk at the beginning of the game. Because you see, the Outlander, who can also be spec'd with Dash, has the highest base attack, letting him hit like a goddamn meteorite, as well as occasionally breaking locked doors, saving on those ultra valuable small keys. But can also be spec'd with the skill Devour, which lets him eat defeated foes, practically eliminating his hunger mechanic from Fear and Hunger. And while his starting defense is low, equipping him with the superior armor you're likely to find over the course of the game will eventually make him just as durable as Knight, as well as a late game item that will let him move twice per turn. Meaning, if you can struggle through a particularly brutal early game, you'll be left with a character with all
Wait, I got to that
through
part.
a particularly brutal early
So this is where you find it?
game, you'll be left with a character
Or
with
that's-
all the
no, that's
advantages
just a
of
part of the
Knight, but who can move at double speed, hit harder, and with much easier hunger management. And if you think that's crazy, well, let's talk about the Dark Priest, who still sucks. lowest attack, lowest defense, his little body too frail to hold any decent weapons or armor, his necromancy spell doesn't even do anything. I genuinely do not understand what kind of loser picks the Dark Priest. Like, what is so empty about your life that this is the character you go with? What all this means
Looks like
is that
all the
making a
cards.
successful run in Fear and Hunger means synthesizing together your knowledge of its monsters and how to overcome them, its map and how to navigate it, the strengths and weaknesses of your character, as well as your understanding of the game's items and creativity in how to use them. But the maddening twist with that last one is that 99% of items in Fear and Hunger are randomized. You don't even know what items you're going to pull from a specific barrel or crate, meaning you don't even know what tool set you're going to be approaching these obstacles with, or what resources you're going to be able to fall back on. And that's a problem, because the longer a run in Fear and Hunger lasts, the more difficult the mere act of just keeping your party alive and sane becomes. Each character has both a hunger and mind gauge that will constantly drain over time, and letting either drop below 50% can have disastrous effects on your run, as characters suffer mental breakdowns and usually winnable battles become party-wiping massacres. A full party meaning you have 8 different gauges that will be constantly draining your
Gauges?
supply.
He called the gauges gauges? I have never heard that before. I've never heard of gauging being pronounced as gauge. I mean, it is spelled as gauge.
Of food and sedatives, and that's alongside the healing items you'll need to recover from the inevitable damage you will take, as well as the constant supply of torches you'll need to maintain. Failure to do so in the wrong area, meaning you'll be left scrambling in the pitch black darkness, no idea where to go or what to do as you leak sanity. And again, you could just start a YouTube channel to experience the exact same thing. This is all on top of the 30-minute time limit you have to reach Lagarde, as well as the multitude of different status effects that you'll need specific.
30-minute time limit?
And what this all means is that each new step down into the dungeon of Fear and Hunger becomes this anxiety-inducing nightmare that made me realize something. Fear and Hunger is not just an immersive sim. It's also a survival horror. The way survival horror games horror you is through 2 steps. The first is the steady chokehold they place on your resources, creating this ever-looming threat that you will encounter something that you do not have the health, bullets, or sanity to overcome. That anxiety leaving the player in an emotionally vulnerable state that the second step can happen, the actual scares, which are now able to tap into something more primal, real, and frightening. Fear and Hunger achieves that first part through its nerve-shredding resource management, but what I was not expecting is how disturbingly it handles the second. When you start Fear and Hunger, most of what you'll encounter are dark takes on fantasy tropes. Ogres, imps, lizard men, etc. And while it is stressful, it isn't really frightening, but there's a moment for me where that starts to change. The further down the dungeon you go, the more the nature and reality of this place begin to invert in on themselves, as the creatures you encounter begin to distort and separate from any established fantasy idea or conventional norm. Like a later enemy that looks like a pregnant mannequin, only for the baby to fall out of it onto the floor in front of you, and turn by turn, slowly crawl to its feet and raise its knife. And I don't even know what to fucking say about the harvest men, which don't even attack. They just stand there, reaching their long limbs out and caressing you. Hey, late video edit here. That's not all they do. Do not fight the harvest men. I repeat, do not fight the harvest men. Also, I'm not even gonna talk about what's in this hut, but it's bad, so enjoy. That survival horror combination, the anxiety-inducing resource scarcity followed by the genuinely horrifying things you encounter, it creates a kind of emotional pressure that pushes on you more and more with each new step you take. And where the game elevates that pressure into straight up dread is with some fucking amazing atmosphere through sound design. There's one track later on called The Tomb of Gods, where you have this Shazam-like soundscape, but then out of it rises this ethereal voice that sounds just a little too high to be human. Accented by these sinister, clinging bells, mixed in a way that makes it sound like around the next corner might just be waiting some ancient, terrifying ritual just beyond what you can see. Maybe my favorite way the game creates dread through its sound, however, is the track City of Ancients. In it, you can hear a familiar noise. It's that knocking sound we've come to associate with the beginning of the game. But whereas before it sounded close, as if we're standing next to it, now it sounds distant. Far away and smothered by some gigantic black abyss. And it's such a subtle but incredible way for the game to whisper to you that the place you started is now very far away, and the place you are is unfathomably deeper and darker, and what awaits below is only further horror. This all combines to make Fear and Hunger a goddamn masterclass in anxiety and dread. But there is one part of this game where that dread spirals into flat-out terror. It is 2 a.m. I am sitting alone on me and my wife's queen-sized bed, playing Fear and Hunger on my
I like how he alludes that his wife left him because he kept playing this.
in depth and exploring an area I'd been through half a dozen times, when suddenly I'd seen this message before, and by now assumed it was just the game trying to fuck with me. I ignore it and go about my business when... Hey, wait, I've never seen that enemy before. What is the... Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus! Oh, sweet Jesus! Oh God, what is happening? Oh my God! This run-devouring monstrosity is the Crow Mauler, a creature who takes inspiration very directly from Silent Hill 2's Pyramid Head. In fact, there's a lot of references in Fear and Hunger, which I don't really get anything out of, but depending on how much you enjoyed the Super Mario movie, you might. Pyramid Head was, in concept at least, a stalker.
What does he even mean by that?
A dangerous, near-indestructible creature that pursues the player through the game. And I love stalker enemies. The concept of something that barely obeys the rules of this world while hunting you through it is so captivating and terrifying. However, that terror can quickly turn to goofy irritation if a stalker isn't sufficiently challenging or punishing. This is not a concern you will have with the Crow Mauler. At any point during a battle, he can launch one of several game-derailing attacks. He can use his maul to smash the bones of your party, leaving them permanently debuffed. He can rip out their eyes, causing them to go blind. Pray this does not happen to your main character. And most frighteningly of all, his peck attack will, without a coin toss, kill one of your party members. Encounters with the Crow Mauler are nightmares, massacres in which you and your party hobble away from, beaten, broken, and drained of resources. And while you can avoid him, he has a tendency to burst through a wall and attack you at the worst possible time. And it's in those moments you can feel your meticulously planned, hard-fought run teetering on the edge of oblivion. The Crow Mauler works because he is maybe the purest distillation of Fear and Hunger's cruelty. And it is that cruelty that makes this game what it is. There's even multiple points where the game will just kill you outright for selecting the wrong option.
I got this part.
Like asking you, do you want to climb?
Yeah, this dude's like, what is he? I don't remember. He's like, I have something to show you. And I'm like, okay. And then I ended up here, and he slowly killed me.
Outright for
There's
selecting
literally
the
nothing
wrong
you can do.
option, like asking you, do you want to climb down a toilet? And if you do, you don't even get a game over. You're just trapped there forever. The lesson being, don't do that, stupid. And in any other game, this would just feel cheap. But in Fear and Hunger, it's just part of the cruel core that is this game. Death is always a lesson. And when I started, this all felt so random and pointless and unfair, but the more I played the game, the more I'd hit these points and find myself going back over the choices that had led me there, picking apart what I could have done different, learning from it, and then excited to reapply that knowledge in my next run. That loop is maddeningly addictive. Learning how to engage with Fear and Hunger's world in the way that it's asking you to, that is the true challenge of this game, and it is fucking enthralling. Recently, I started to learn piano, and as I've mentioned before, I get up several mornings a week and cycle through the freezing Dublin air where I learn to pretend murder people in jiu-jitsu. And those are both very technical activities that you slowly get better at by making mistakes. And Fear and Hunger, it fires my brain in that same way. And combined with the game's atmosphere, its mystique, its feeling of discovering just a little piece more of this nightmare.
I nearly watched the whole video, but yeah. Interesting video game for sure. Yeah, I played like one run and I just died at that freaking torture. I was like, okay, cool. That game is called Fear and Hunger. It's like $9, $8 on Steam. It has a sequel that's more polished and interesting. It's like I think the sequel might just straight up be a Halloween game or an October game to play. Termina. Termina, a moon is falling. Excuse me? Wait! Termina, it's called Termina, the moon is falling, and you're on a time limit? What? What does Termina mean? Well, it's just Majora's Mask. What? Termina isn't an actual word. Termina is the town in Majora's Mask. It's called Termina. The moon with the face is falling, and you're gonna die at midnight when it falls. What the hell? Well, I literally searched Termina and it... Let me see, Termina definition. It's like it has to have something to do with the moon, right? Termin, plural, termina. The outer margin of a triangular-shaped wing of an insect. Nope, that's not it. How blatant can you be, though? Like, that is the most blatant copy of a Majora's Mask, right? Man, I legit might play this October, though. This looks really interesting. And looks like it has better or more reviews than the first one. Actually, what does the first one have? It's surprising with how punishing the game is that the reviews are in the positives, because you'd think a lot of people would rage over it. This is marked. Wait, is this one adults only, or did they? Oh, this one's adult only as well. I guess I couldn't stream that then. Fuck. But yeah, the first one has a censorship mod somewhere on the internet. Maybe the second one has a censorship mod.
They deserve some.
Wait a minute. Overwhelmingly positive? It came out today? Early fucking access. Kiss my access. What is the game? Like, what's the goal?
Freedom reborn. For what
Sex scenes? There's rape. There's literal rape in the games.
I want to create, I need
Like
somebody
sexual violence.
who's not going to be missed when they vanish.
Hell, the way I died when I first played Fear and Hunger, the freaking torture literally chopped my dick off while he was torturing me, so it's like, it doesn't show it. I mean, it does, but it's sprites and you can't see much, but some of it's more detailed.
I need somebody who knows they deserve to suffer. I need somebody who can withstand anything. I need a nobody.
What is the game? I'm not gonna lie, this looks freaking good.
My God.
Like, this looks freaking good.
And when I see miserable,
And it's overwhelmingly positive, bro. A freaking Outlast game. Multiplayer Outlast game is overwhelmingly positive. Actually, I think Moist Critical's streaming this. Let me just see what the game even is. Ads. Lovely Twitch ads. I saw something today that I don't believe. That YouTube is gonna start showing ads when you pause the videos. There's no fucking way that's gonna. There's no way, right? There's no way that can be real.
How does a baton even do that?
It's like trending on Reddit. Let me see.
I think we just go back.
There it is. It was stuck in my
Back
throat.
around.
I feel that.
I got a glass bottle.
Let's go.
Thanks, Resub Dog.
Wait,
And
you
the
need a
Prime
lockpick
Mega
this one
Attack. And Resub Quan and Bonk. A weapon? This is a lockpick.
Yeah, I said a lockpick.
Oh, I heard you say weapon.
Wait, is the Is the chat directional mic in the game? I think it might be.
Bonk and Paul.
YouTube is bringing unskippable 30-second ads to TV. Oh, it's the TV app. The longer commercials will appear in place of the 2 consecutive 15-second ads. The company will also show ads when you
I haven't
pause
seen
videos.
anything to use the lockpicks on yet.
So don't use the TV app. I'll bet you they'll bring that to the mobile app too. Granted, I don't
You
use
did
the
the thing in
mobile
front
app.
of
I
you.
use a different app, but YouTube's trying to shut it down and it doesn't work well anymore.
Okay, well, good news is that guy.
That app was so good, man. It skipped all ads, skipped promotions.
Everyone's so slow here.
Skip brought to you by. This video is brought to you. Nope, skips that.
Oh, I can revive.
No ads. Freaking that app was so good, and it like barely works anymore because YouTube sucks. What? So I don't even know what this. What do you even do in this game?
Okay, we need to go to the cell block. So that was.
It was like over here, right
yeah.
here.
So I guess you just have like objectives that you need to do
Oh,
and
there's
then
a man
escape.
here.
Oh, it's a snitch.
So now we have to push him.
Payload mission.
Escape room. Oh, it's probably
Oh, he's on rails.
It's probably like a randomized escape room type thing.
Well,
Yeah, you're probably right. Man, if done right, a randomized escape room. Chat again. AI. Can you imagine an AI-driven escape room game? Literal, endless. There would never be like the same stuff. It would always be new. Like that would be crazy.
There's some Chester and Lapis. Oh, you startled him. You startled him.
sorry. Oh, you are. Okay, that was weird.
Honestly, I wonder if the less I know, the better the game would be.
Oh, there's a brick here.
Like maybe I shouldn't watch anything about it.
Yeah.
Throw it at her. Throw it at
Ha, idiot. Fucking idiot.
Wasn't that literally the animation in
Oh, you
Skyrim?
going home.
That's such a used, like
And
reused
and
animation.
stay out.
Like he like had his fists up and he was like stumbling. It's like that's such a
I wonder
freaking
what they're even
Bethesda
experimenting on. Like,
animation.
they're not doing
her.
anything.
It said it's therapy. I've never been to therapy before, but I don't think it's like.
No, it's probably just like this.
Doesn't Starfield freaking come out this year? It's gonna be. That game's gonna be so effing broken. Obviously it will, but like, with how bad games have been lately, I feel like Starfield is gonna be like
short this guy is.
extra broken. Like, freaking cyberpunk levels of broken.
That is so embarrassing. Holy
Like the
shit.
brokenness in Bethesda games are usually entertaining, but it's I feel like Starfield's gonna be like
I
broken
actually
to the
couldn't-
point where it's
maybe that's
not
what this whole
entertaining.
experiment's about picking on short guys.
Well, I'll go on for you. Oh my god, what a mechanic.
Looks like you like
Nice.
literally have to have a co-op partner in this
Oh,
game.
you didn't have to. Yeah. Nice.
All right, so it's like an escape room type game, I guess. Overwhelmingly positive though, and it just came out. That's pretty crazy. Chia! I've heard a lot of good things about this game. It's not even out yet. Good previews, at least. Have I played Darkwood? People like this game too. It's like a freaking horror fishing game.
Peggy 12.
Overwhelmingly positive. Darkwood. Hold on, I'll look after I'm done looking at this. But I'm pretty sure I did play it, and I got bored with it. If it's the right game, like the isometric one, that's really dark, and you're in the woods. I'm pretty sure that's the one, right? Daily life of my succubus boss. I want a daily life with a succubus boss. Of course it's very positive reviews. How could you not have positive reviews with this? God damn. I mean, hello chat. VR support? Firmament? Firmament. Mixed puzzle. Oh, I'm out. Ghost lore. Oh, you know what I should stream? Oh my god, I should stream Half-Life Alyx again. That's what I should freaking stream. Because I've been such in the mood to replay Half-Life Alyx. I could play that mod with it that came out too. How is Super Bunnyman new? This game's old. What? How is this? Wait, September 1st, 2017? Oh, it says new and trending. Okay. Bum Simulator. This is a $50 game. And it's probably just like an asset slot flip game, too. Adorable Witch. I'll see about that. Oh my god, never mind. She is adorable. What? Wait, what's this music? Oh. That's a tune. What is that tune, chat? It's just a classical song. Well, there was no frickin' dick. See nothing. Oh! I just realized a frickin' audio track I should get for my soundboard. I need to get sex. Well, going back to webcam, there's another frickin' porn game I gotta look at. There's just so many. Like, some of them gotta be good, right? Planet of Lana. What is this? Oh my gosh, it looks good. I love the frickin' style. It's just a run and hide game, well, puzzle-esque. What's that game called? The dark, shadowy one. Limbo, thank you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I did play Darkwood one lonely October. 102 minutes. Yep, I did stream this. I think I streamed it in October of 2018. There you go. I think I actually installed Half-Life Alyx. Nope. Just have the Half-Life VR mod. I almost beat this. Haven't yet. 11 hours? What the frick? I played 11 hours of the VR mod? Damn. It's a good game, man. That VR mod is so flippin' perfect. It's like 1-to-1 VR. Great. When did I play Half-Life, Alex? 2020? Is that when it came out? I'd like to see my reaction to some of the stuff in that game again, because there were so many freaking, like, what moments. The hell is this? I own this? Bloody spell. I'm gonna hide my freaking game thing while I check this, because nudity. What is this? Martial arts, action, role-playing game, combine. Why isn't the video loading? Oh, I remember this. There's nudity in this? Huh. I remember it was early access. Why do I own it, though? Glitchy combat, zero story. Cool. DMC with tits. Cool. Some people seem to, I mean, 10 out of 10 already, right? So Hawken came back, and I downloaded it, but I never booted it up because, everyone hates it. I really did enjoy that when it came out, however many years ago. But apparently it's just pay-to-win bullshit. In fact, it's PvE, so I don't mind pay-to-win stuff in PvE, but it seems like literally everything is just you have to literally purchase with real money. You literally have to pay to win microtransactions in a game that's currently locked to single-player PvE. It's a shame. I love the frickin' mechs, the graphic style and combat, and how chunky and heavy it felt. I wish they could have utilized this game engine and graphics and everything for something else rather than... The PvP aspect was fun, but it was... As all PvP games become, it's just gets dull. Looks like Titanfall. Hawken came out way before Titanfall did. And then they freaking literally just ripped it from the internet. Shut down the servers. I don't even know how long it's been gone, but they brought it back and everyone hates it because they completely butchered what it once was. I streamed Hawken when it was active. I remember streaming it some here and there. Well, I don't know what to do. I want to eat. That's what I want to do. It's too late. Stop. Is sex, is that from episode 1 or 2? Is that Fesh Pence 1 or Fesh Pence 2? Seems like it's 2, right? Is it? It is 1? Really? Well, I have to watch it now, man. It's been long enough.
Gotcha!
Drink 5-Hour Energy.
Drink.
It's not a drink, more like a drink.
Hey, G, did you bring the mail in yet?
No. I've been saving that to calm myself, lest I get too giddy from rubbing my cock.
You know, you
You know, it's sad that I literally like repeat this whole damn thing verbatim.
really need a woman, G.
What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman? Woman.
Drink 5-Hour Energy. Drink 5-Hour Energy. Drink. 5-Hour.
I figured it out, Will. I'm gonna get Dad what he always wanted.
A pizza in the garage?
What, a Pizza Hut in the garage?
Better. I'm gonna clinch the election by getting an influential person to endorse it. Watch and learn. Hello, is President Bush there?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
Look at those funny little markings underneath the pictures. We call them words.
Very well.
Is President Bush there?
I can't hear you. I'll see you later.
God, it's never not funny.
Hey, G, would you make me a sandwich?
No.
Now this is a story all about how my license plate got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a shit on a couple of guys and my mom. My mom got scared and said, I whistled for a cat. Came near the license plate said, Wisconsin! Hit a dice in the mirror. If anything, I can say.
Directions.
Erections.
What are you talking about? I'm not having any.
Mem.
Erections.
Well, yes, directions. Yeah, thank you. Hey.
Jeffrey, from an objective point of
Wait,
view.
wait, 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 wait.
Hello, is President there?
No.
Is President Bush there?
No.
Carlton. Carlton. It's Carlton.
Carlton, are you by any chance Carlton?
No.
Not available. Perhaps you should let George.
No.
That is Carlton. I'm in a position to scratch his bush if he'll scratch mine. Capiche? Hello?
Well, I think you're being really unreasonable.
Well, tough shit. I don't care.
For you, sir.
Philip Banks.
I could literally have like multi-page soundboard of just this episode.
Banks wants to empty the banks, fill our streets with banks, and run a bank-making operation out of his banks.
But, Dad, aren't some of those banks?
Carlton, honey, they're all lulls.
How can they get away
Well, there's still time to fight back.
I'm not going to fight back.
What?
I'm not going to fight back.
What?
What?
Let me tell you a little story.
Oh, no.
Now this is a story all about
This young boy that lived in Philly, right? And he was the prettiest little boy that you ever seen in your life.
And right next to him lived this filthy McRotten dude. And he wanted his body, right? So one day the dude was about to get it on, right? The young boy said, no, you can be my boyfriend. So the nasty dude snatched off into his ass and came out his dick. And do you know why? No. Because the nasty dude had a two-headed cock.
So, the story's about you, isn't it, Will?
That's right, Uncle Phil.
Will, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Who?
More at 11.
More after this.
Oh, after this.
Uncle Phil, you got to kick that man's butt. Oh, he like begging. He like, oh, Philip Banks, kick my butt.
Philip Banks, you should kick my butt.
Philip Banks, kick the man's butt.
It goes against everything I stand for.
What's your point?
With over 9,000% of the district's reporting, Judge Robertson has overwhelmingly defeated the district's reporting.
Hey, on a brighter note, I see you've brought your lovely family with you.
Including
your daughter,
KFC.
Your father sucks. So, tell me, are you free for dinner tonight?
My father just lost an erection.
My father just lost an erection.
Well, who do we have here?
Let's get the hell out of here.
There goes Philip Banks, the biggest ass that ever lived.
What a douche.
What a douche.
Excuse me?
You heard me?
Sass! I think you should take that back, man.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're a big boy.
Man, you can drop dead.
Oh my God, he's God.
That's the bear in the big blue house.
How you doing, baby?
I just feel so guilty, Aunt.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I know, Aunt Viv.
Yeah, Carlton Banks. That's B-E-A-E-N-K-E-S. No E. That was a joke, ma'am.
The phone's dead. Will? Oh, man, I am not a...
I'd like to welcome you to the memorial for Carlton. Saying a few words on behalf of the departed will be Phillips.
What can you say about Carlton? He was Carlton. At this time, I'd like to invite someone with an especially warm memory of Carlton to come up here and share it with us.
Sex. This is it, chat. This is the line.
Sorry.
Sex.
Did he not feel pain when he was hurt? I mean, did he not shift? Did he not dream? He was only human, but yes, he was chicken and waffles. And I fail to believe that the world can profit from a man's dick. Each and every one of you should be really ashamed of yourself.
And who are you?
I'm the dude.
Look, I think I know how to help Will.
We need to attack him.
Attack him.
I tell you what, the friggin' whoever this guy is, he has a very different mind than other people.
You won't believe this.
You're kidding.
I would
I
have
would've
killed
killed
myself.
myself.
Would you make me a sandwich?
What's up for Chinese food? Huh?
I'm going to zip my pants up.
I knew that one too. I'm gonna shit my pants.
Dad, how could you say numbers?
No. To me, heaven has to be like a cross between a like video and chicken and winning. See, it's like I could have a leg in one hand and a brain in the other.
Banks residence.
Yeah, right.
Well, what was all that?
Schnister Bobberson.
Snister Bobberton, C-A-A-A!
Saiga. Would you make me a sandwich?
Would you make me a sandwich?
Sad is I probably have seen every episode of Full House. Maybe not every, but almost every episode of Full House.
I'm sorry.
Little Richard.
What's going on out here?
Underneath up, Jeffrey. Free.
I hope they pay me more than they pay you, more than they pay Master William.
Oh, seriously, Jeffrey. Free. You should get in on this. Numbers. Chicken. Chicken.
All right, don't nobody call me a cow. Oh, damn! Swoops. Ooh.
To be continued.
Oh, you're wasting your time, idiot.
It's late. What you doing? Streaming? I literally stream for another. I always stream until 11. Literally every time I stream, I go until 11 o'clock my time. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you boys something about women. Let me tell you boys something about women. Something about women.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah, women is a trip, Uncle. Let's say you accidentally scream out and they jumping all out the back of your car.
Would you make me a sandwich?
You swindled me. I was planning to use that money on pots. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy the one thing you can't swindle for me.
Hey, G, would you make me a sandwich?
No.
No.
What's going on?
I can't believe you missed that one, G.
Yeah, even Will could have guessed that one, and the only thing he reads is
My first short story.
Hey, would you make me a sandwich?
Your first short story and your first short story in the same room.
Well, If you're so confident in my lack of ability, make a little wager. Say, $30?
Done.
What do you say, Jeffrey?
Why not W?
Why not W?
What the fuck?
And the question is, who is the question?
No.
The correct answer is no.
Splims.
I say we call it Pizza Hut.
How sad. Some people do anything for money. I mean, why don't they just ask...
Shut up!
Category is Greek history. And the final brainstorm question is, what?
Oh, I know. The manipulation.
The manipulation?
Correct. Funky Monkey on the East Coast, then, I'd assume, huh?
Ha-ha. And might I add,
Are you sure we should do this?
Look, come on, man. I mean, it's either this or this.
Well, Mom and Dad are gonna kill us when they find out.
Come on.
Okay. Would you make me a sandwich?
Your mother is driving me crazy about.
Well, gee, Dad, why don't you just make me a sandwich?
I did it. 6. So,
Sandwich?
you haven't seen me. I'm not at home.
You read it.
I did read it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, that's okay, because you read it. You read it and you read it. And I want you to read it.
I will.
Oh, check it out. Ponies are coming on. Turn it up.
Why, Jeffrey? Do you like ponies?
What the heck is this?
It's ponies, Dad.
What? Are you out of your horny little adolescent minds?
I know I am, Dad.
What's going on in here? I'm on me.
This is edible.
I'll say.
Gee, listen.
get Viv some cookies.
Make me a sandwich? Well, Mom and Dad are gonna find out what we did.
No, they're not.
Jeffrey, would you make me a sandwich?
Yes.
I made such a fool of myself.
Uncle Phil will give you your job back.
Jeffrey, Jeffrey, you can't go.
It was a joke, man.
Would you make me a sandwich?
Would you make me a sandwich?
You did what? Are you horny little ass mom? What you did was not only humiliating. If you were me, what would you do?
A Pizza Hut in the garage?
Look, you big-eared freer, you take the horny little ass and you find Jeffrey, 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 and you find
You know,
Jeffrey, and you find
really,
Jeffrey,
I don't mind the yelling,
Jeffrey,
but does he have to
spit?
ooh are you?
Ooh, am I? Ooh, am I? Ooh, am I?
I'm a black man with a short black man, black
Black man with a short fuse.
Show them to the table.
How do you think Jim feels when he changes into his gym shorts?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Yoo-hoo, waiter, die.
Simmons.
Plan B. Say miss. Check it out. Look, me and
What?
Oh my God! Idiots! This is my brother Carlton. No. I want to grow. Whoa.
You two are really... I can't believe you'd go through all right.
We miss you. We love you, Dad. We miss you. We love you, Dad. We miss you.
All right. I'm a coming, Luigi! Yo! My brother, Carlton!
Hey, Luigi, would you make me a sandwich?
No!
It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. I chiseled it. But don't worry, there's a part 2.
Mr. Smith? Order in the court. Mr. Banks, your opening statement.
Statement.
Mr. Smith, your opening statement.
Your Honor,
This is a black thing, isn't it?
this is a black thing, isn't it? I don't have a big butt like my worthy adversary, Philip Banks. But what I do have is the...
How did it go down, Mr. Smith?
I'm glad you asked me that question. Check it out.
Check it out.
What the heck is this?
It's fish pinch, Dad.
Gotcha!
What? Bring him back! Bring him back! Bring him back!
Uncle Phil, it was just a...
Shut up, Will.
Listen, Uncle Phil...
Silence! I need to think a long time about just what I'm going to do with you. In the middle of the night?
What are you gonna do, Dad?
Then he slapped me with his penis.
Now this is a story all about a couple of guys who were up to no good, shooting some ball outside of my neighborhood. When a couple of guys started chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school and all, shooting some b-ball. And my mom got scared and said, "You moving?" I pulled up to the cabin and I yelled to the cabin. The cabin got scared and the guys started shooting.
Hi. Give me a hug, man. Hi. Give me a hug.
Would you make me a sandwich?
No. No more hugs, Will. You owe me!
Oh, okay.
What is that? It's a gun. Carrying a gun? What do you think
Make me a sandwich?
Oh, man, you out of your mind, man? I'm gonna start making some rules. You're dead, Will. Yo, man, you ever feel like this?
All the time.
Come here, come here. See that dude over there?
I think he likes you.
When you look this good, you have to get used to it.
See that dude over there? I think he's a cop. Turn yourself in, Will. It's the only way. You're right.
This is terrible. I'm retarded.
My mom.
Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands.
Dad!
Hi.
Who is in charge here?
I am.
Hey, you don't talk to my wife like that.
Now, wait a minute, buddy. Would you please sit down?
Don't tell us to sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Who the hell do you think you're talking?
Who the hell do you think you're talking?
What's going on here?
Oh, no.
Sit down.
Hey! No. Let those damn boys out of there. I'm gonna sit down. The grandchildren are gonna need grandchildren lawyers.
I'm Henry Firth.
Mr. Firth, would you please sit down?
Hey, you don't talk to my wife like that.
I'm Henry Firth. We out of here, man. I got an idea.
Yo! Yeah?
My, buddy likes you.
I don't care.
Pick up the damn phone!
No.
Children.
I love that line.
Die of violence.
I need this. This would be good for the soundboard too.
This is Will, man.
Right here.
Die a violent death. Hey, yo, man.
Okay, fellas, you want to talk about it?
Okay, I think you know who you're talking to. I'm Carlton Banks.
You're talking to
Carlton. It's Carlton.
This is a black thing, isn't it? See that dude over there?
Is he a cop?
He's my father.
So is he a cop? Haven't seen you since you were 3 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Hey, you want to stop by the crib later? You know, have some dinner?
Dinner?
I don't think.
Oh, look, I get off at 6.
I don't think.
Who cares what you think? You are not my father! I get off at 6.
I'll pick you up then, son. Wow, 14 years. You must feel emotions. I'm here for you, my brother.
Make me a sandwich.
Always 3 years.
Had a few drinks. Yo, I almost threw up like 3 times.
I'm gonna throw up 3 times.
Who is this?
If anything, I can say that this is Hillary.
Well, let's have sex.
Philip Banks.
Philip
What are you
Banks.
doing?
Philip Banks.
Jeffrey.
Shut up, Jeffrey.
That is not cool, man.
Fuck your father. Fuck you, nigga. You're a phone.
Hey, just cool it.
I'm sorry that everybody can't be as stupid as you, Uncle Phil.
This is another one I could do. Stupid.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Who cares what you think? You are not my mother!
Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Wait a second.
I'm Carlton.
I guess we both said some things we...
I meant what I said. I'm having a heart attack.
No, I meant what I said.
I'm having a heart attack.
I'd like to welcome you to the memorial for Philip Banks. Saying a few words on behalf of the departed will be Philip Banks.
What can you say about
Philip Banks.
What the heck can you say about
Philip Banks?
Okay, somebody bury this.
We miss you. We love you, Dad.
Heaven has to be like a cross between a type video and chicken and nigga. This is incredible. See, it's like I can have a leg in one hand.
Why is Gumby on a cross? Why is there a Smurf?
Back.
Do you realize you're fat?
Thank you, honey. My father is not fat. He's just big.
It's not funny. I'm worried about you, fatty. I love you.
I don't know why that gets me, but it does every time. I'm worried about you, fatty.
Fine.
Yo, Uncle Phil, snap out of it, man.
Oh my God. More after this.
Now this is a story.
What the heck is this?
This is a story all about.
Shut up, Will.
Whoa! I might as well kick it.
What's on fashionist? Your nastiness? How many feet?
2. Yeah, that's right. I might as well kick it.
You love me.
Hey! Could I speak, please?
What?
Get out.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Uncle Phil, this is a black thing, isn't it?
Shut up, Will.
Black.
Mr. Smith has arrived.
Sorry I'm late. I gotta stay flexible. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Will is gonna be crushed.
Now, when Will was a baby, I was scared of babies. Cut the crap! Philip, you a better man than me.
You happy?
Sit down.
I got time for no lecture.
I said sit down.
I got time.
Would you please sit down?
Will is not a coat. Will is not a closet.
You get off my back!
You are not my mother.
You know what I'm saying.
Bull. Bull. Will is not a bull.
Daddy out.
I got time.
How come you don't want me, man?
He's not supposed to be here for you. He's supposed to be here for Jeffrey.
Down with him!
Mr. Smith has arrived.
I knew this was gonna happen.
It's not funny.
There's a dance next Friday, but it's not over till midnight.
You're the best.
Would you make me a sandwich?
Not a chance.
I hate you.
Shut up, Will.
But it isn't Will.
For 4 years, I treated that boy like my own son. Whatever he needed, whether it was pants or chicken, I was there for him.
Dad, when are you gonna get me a sandwich?
Yeah, man. It's so hot out there, the girls just went.
Wait, everybody keeps talking about
You got to fix our air conditioner today.
What did you say?
You got to fix our air.
Nope. No.
What does he mean by nope?
Would you like a Swedish meatball, sir? Only one, sir.
What?
Wow!
Only if Dad would fix the air conditioner in the pool house. How could he be so cruel, House?
You will not speak of Uncle Phil that way. He may be an unreasonable dickhead, but he is your father, and you will show him some respect.
Do you know how humiliating it is to have a son?
I want your bodies.
Hello, Hello, Mr. Big.
What's she doing?
Uncle Phil, she...
That's the way you want it.
Ointments. Ointments, ointments, ointments.
What's your problem? Carlton, I have to knock you out. You come near me, I'll spray.
You selfish.
You're selfish. You're selfish.
God.
Ashley.
Will you have paper on your cheek? Why do you shave Ashley's ass cheeks?
Because women grow hair on their... Yes.
Why?
Yes. Wood. I'm not carrying all of this wood. I'm in my box.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Ooh, look at all this
Wood. Wood. Wood.
When you see me in my Benz, nigga, I go, wood, what?
God, seriously, like, what goes through this person's mind, dude?
What's a woman? You really need a woman, G. You need a woman, G.
No E.
You really need a woman.
What the heck is this?
Autoplay? I don't have that turned on. Come on. At least this has in it. Wood. Now, I used to have a no E favorited. It's so good. I don't know where the hell I'd find it. It's like unlisted. I like how you can go to your favorites and you can't search your favorites. There's no way to search your favorites on YouTube, right? I don't see any way to search your favorites. Why wouldn't you be able to search your favorites? You know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Right? You know? You feel? You catch my drift? You got it? Fucking years ago. This was 10 years ago! Do another Q&A. And yeah, I know about the beard. I'm just experimenting, letting it grow out just to see. I was just in the mood, I guess. Most likely not keeping it. But yeah. Anyway, Q&A. What do we got here? I could see without glasses back then. I could see without glasses. Barely. Granted, I was still blind as a mother effer, but... I didn't keep that beard. I shaved that off right away. Well, not right away, but soon after. Too bad I don't have access to that YouTube channel anymore. I can't find that No E remix. I don't even know what the video's called. I should go through my faves one and one. Oh my god, dude. Dude, I need to go through my favorite videos again sometime.
I'm the strongest motherfucker in the world, bitch.
There's so many dumb videos I have. What are you doing? YouTube. It's just... Let me click things, please.
Strongest motherfucker in the world, bitch.
That's such a good edit. That is such a good edit.
I'm the strongest.
Why are you replaying? Stop! What is this? Oh, right. Man, anyway. Good stream. Good stream. Great stream. Man, that's such a good freaking beat song. Hey, thanks for watching, chat. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good night. I'll see you next stream. And I hope to see you then. Have a good Friday. Good night. See you later. Bye.